So I've been working hard since 7 o'clock this morning, and it's time for a break. It's 10:45, and I don't have a meeting for 45 minutes, so let's go for a quick swim. Let's go! That felt great. Well, now it's back to work. Back to reality. So for the past 2 days, Lorie and I have been here in Emerald Isle for some ministry training, some discipleship training, where we learned how to do outreach and that kind of thing. It was really amazing. Our pastor's daughter came down and joined us here at the RV, and we just had a really great time and met a lot of great people. We saw some awesome things happen.
Right there next to the sand, we saw a lady sitting on a lounge chair, and we walked over to her, and Melissa asked if she had any pain, and she kind of looked like, "What are you guys doing?" And so we went over, and then we started talking to her, and she asked if we could pray for her. That was number one. And her leg, she had lymphedema in her left leg. It means it was really big. And so we prayed for that. We didn't see any immediate results, right? But
right. There was nothing to test for pain because she didn't have pain, but she said that she felt the Holy Spirit come over her, and she had chill bumps, and she got tears in her eyes, and she said, "I can't believe you're here. I can't believe this happened to me today, and I believe it's going to be better from now on."
Just love on them, and people are hungry for that, even the ones that at first might be. Just little time, and that just showing them that you care. I think, well, if Jesus cares, then it's, oh well, actually, then sometimes, and not always, but I felt like we were blessed that I really do feel like the Holy Spirit led us to people that needed that today. So that was really awesome.
Basically, he said, "This worked so well. I want you to pray for my wife," and she's down the beach, and she's not speaking to me right now. And he said she had fibromyalgia, osteoarthritis, and all kinds of. And so we went down there, and she prayed for her back,
and she said she felt heat. And I said, "Well, what's the number?" And she said, "It's gone, right?"
Gone, all gone.
Wow, awesome.
And so then she said, "But I still have it in my hand, my fingers," and her fingers were knotty and gnarly. And so we prayed for her hand, but that all left. Wow. And then she said, "There's still some in my toe." We had to pray for that like 2 or 3 times.
Girl.
Hey, it's sunset again.
Beautiful. Heading out to meet our friends from the conference. Came over to the beach to hang out a little bit. Just a beautiful evening. Come along. what a nice night. Well, look who we found hanging out on the beach.
Here you are.
Hey, everybody. Good, good. It's a beautiful night, huh? Absolutely. Wow. Does anybody see anything wrong with this picture? One RV, road ends 500 feet. Our GPS led us down this way, thank you very much. We have a car we're towing, so you can't really back up. So now what I have to do is unhook the car, take everything off, unhook the trailer, try to do some kind of 5-point turn in here, hook the trailer back on, and then since it's only like an hour away, Lorie's gonna follow me in the car. We're not gonna try to hook it back up again just for an hour. So, but we were driving along and all of a sudden it said road closed and the only way to go was this way. And we were hoping to find a place to turn around, but there was no place to turn around. So now we have to kill about a half an hour unhooking the car and going through all that, just because our GPS didn't know the road was closed, apparently. So anyway, it's all part of the journey.
Already having to unhook all the straps.
The tow dolly is a workout. Don't recommend it. If you can do 4 down, that's the way to go.
At least we are on a back road and in the woods, pretty much.
I can't get this. Okay. Now the hard part is now I have to get up under the car and undo the safety chains. So that's always fun.
Fun.
Honey, you watch for copperheads as I get under the car.
Oh yeah, great. In all this brush.
Coming. Yell. Okay. There's one.
Yay.
So you have to unhook it here. This just slides up through. It's always just tricky, especially when you're holding the camera. It only goes through one way. Okay, I can't do it holding the camera. Okay, it's only about 90 and humid, but it's shady at least. But these things can be a pain. They're really fun to put on in the rain. Well, sometime we'll film it. you this is just because we made one wrong turn. And this is why, however long it takes you to go somewhere in a car, you can double it for an RV. So, now, we can back the car off and try to get this thing turned around in here. This is when it's not good to remember that you forgot to take off your safety chains, but luckily we remembered this time. All right. Okay. Sometimes with just a trailer you can back up, but sometimes with this like 2-point turn and there's really not a lot of room, it's just going to jackknife on me. So I'm going to unhook it. It doesn't take long. I'm going to get this thing turned around and then we'll hook it back up, and then Lori's just going to drive behind me instead of having to put everything back on again, which is another workout. So here we go.
Yes, you are. Okay, here we go. He said he's going to need a shower after all this. So, he's going to pull the RV up, and hopefully it won't take too many times to turn it around.
Like a 5-point turn here.
We'll see. We'll see how many. There's one. Okay, okay!
Okay.
That was only a 2-point turn.
Yeah, that's pretty good, huh?
All right, here we go.
All there is to it. One wrong turn cost us an hour. Good morning.
We're here in the RV, getting ready to head back down. We're in the Outer Banks right now.
So we came up to, it's called
Cedar Island
Cedar Island.
RV Resort.
And Cedar Island is right before you get on the ferry to go up to Ocracoke Island, and then you go up the Outer Banks from there. So we thought it'd be really pretty to camp here. And the original plan was we were going to be here for a whole week. And I was going to work from here. We thought, hey, we're at the Outer Banks. Lorie can go do things during the day while I'm working, and then we'll do stuff in the evening. But when we got up here, it's really remote. There's like nothing here but this resort.
And a ferry to get off the island.
Yeah, and the ferry ride is 2.5 hours to get to Ocracoke. And the other problem is there's no internet, except for if you go over to the little restaurant, you can get it, locally, little Wi-Fi. But so I need internet to work. Lorie wouldn't have anything to do during the day.
And it's been very hot, like
it's been super hot.
100 degrees.
We enjoyed last night. We walked the beach. This morning we saw the wild horses out there on the beach, and there's a lot of great activities here if you're into kayaking and canoeing. It's real pretty, but right now it's super hot. I wouldn't even want to be out there in the day. They have horseback riding too.
Yeah, and we just saw a group go out on the horses, but phew, it's already really hot.
One of them was about this big, and I tried to pick him up with my hand, and he pinched me real good. Oh wow! And then a couple minutes later, I found that one. That's the biggest one I found.
Wow.
I didn't.
Nice.
I was a little smarter with him. Yeah, they burrow really quick.
Yeah. Okay. So what's your name?
My name is Colton.
Colton. Where are you guys from?
Texas.
Wow. All right. Cool.
Bit of a drive.
That's good.
Oh yeah. Ever since I put this one in there, him and him have been getting along. Right now they're like some kind of mutual truce. I'm not really sure what's going on.
Because soon as you put the stick in, he starts to
Oh yeah. I'm not happy about it, but he'll probably be happy when I put it back.
So we're going to head back down to Emerald Isle. Not the same place we were just at. We're going to be staying at a Thousand Trails campsite. This is our first time staying with Thousand Trails, so we'll try that out. But we thank you all for joining us on this adventure.
And stay tuned for what happens when we get back down to the mainland.
Subscribe for more updates.
And like our videos, if you would please.
Thank you.